Coming to the stage or to the podium, stand where you are, the mic will come to you. If you want to come here and add your 2 bits or make a statement, please go ahead, but ensure that you use this platform. Okay?
I think you should do that. This is the, there's nothing wrong. You're all
Good morning.
good morning to you.
In your speech, you told that you had given a report to Abdul Kalam. Can you explain what is that and how does it help in the nation building?
Yes, that's a good question. I thought I will not talk all that today, but since there is time, Vivek has permitted me to talk. This is a product made out of wealth out of waste. 22 years back, our team worked on a project to make a soil substitute for England. That's the reason my company got an appreciation for Prince Charles. It's a peat substitute. Nowadays, you don't require soil to grow high-value crop. So that we took almost 2 years to develop that in our lab, and the product got the President's Award. Yeah. What is the process? Even now, you must be using it here in the terrace. It's available in India now. It's a big success. So a lot of other people are now coming into. That is the reason he wanted to know, and it is now used in the Rajasthan desert for growing palms.
Thank you.
Okay, the lady here has a question.
What's your name?
Diya.
Dia. Tell me, Dia. No, think out anything. I'll tell you, if I'm able to answer, I will answer. Otherwise, else, look, I don't know. I do not know. What do you want to be? An engineer? A doctor?
A veterinary doctor.
Veterinary doctor. That's interesting. Why?
Because I really like pets, animals. I really like to treat them. I have a few pets in my house, and
Okay.
I really like to take care of them.
Okay, that's good. And do you think that the good veterinary colleges are there in India?
Yeah, I do think that there are a few.
Uh-huh. So you have no interest in engineering, medicine and all that.
Not
Very good.
engineering.
Yes, there's a huge opportunity in veterinary science
Yeah,
nowadays.
because engineering is quite common, and I never
Exactly. That's very good.
wanted something extra.
Okay. Very good. That's interesting. Anybody wants to be an agricultural engineer?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Kurian Thomas.
Yes, Kurian.
I would like to ask you a question.
Yes.
When you said in your speech about how you started a startup in Kerala,
Yes.
I would like to know how difficult it was. You never gave us about how difficult that process was actually.
I would have been very comfortable talking on that lines because I have a lot to talk. In 1987, I was working in a British company. Good job, good salary. Those days, a car, driver, phone at home and all that. I'm so 86, 87, it is not to be that, it was not that common to have all that.
Have you ever felt sad about leaving all that?
I'll tell you, I am coming to you. There is a story which I would like to share with you. But suddenly decided, because there was a management change in the company, I thought I will not fit in well. And there was little frustration also, because I always wanted to do something different. Some projects and, thesis or, research and all that, which I could do. I resigned. I had only 2.7 lakhs cash with me. That's that I got it from the Provident Fund. But luckily born into a reasonably well-off family. So in the bad days, I didn't starve. I did have reasonably food to eat. My wife gave me a lot of strength. My children were studying at that time. With low technology, I started a business. It took 6 months for me to get the sale tax registration in Kerala. And going was not good at all. It was tough, very, very tough. Just because I was doing well in my company where I was studying, I was working, the bankers gave me some money to do business. Did well initially, but after 3-4 years, started doing very bad, went through a very, very bad time. But I could come out of the problem because we always thought something out of the box. We were not totally depending upon the business at which we started in the beginning. We have been working on that. Invested 22,000 rupees in a small, dilapidated house to set up a lab in Peta, Tripunithura. Develop new products. One of the products developed there got the President's Award, and the products is now exported to more than 30 countries. That lab, 4 months back, I sold it to an American company. Americans are here. And the Maggi product was tested in our lab in Kerala. So, it was difficult to start an industry in Kerala, but it is possible. You can do well if you really work well and think out of the box. Is that okay, or anything else?
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Few more questions. I've been given 45 minutes time. Yes, sir. Yes. Abil. Abhijit. Okay. Good name.
I want to ask you, what advice would you give to these students on improving our studies or getting a better attitude?
I already told you values. You respect your parents.
Yes.
You respect your gurus.
Yes.
Though you get all the information from Google.
Use Google Maps.
So, that's what exactly. Give values, respect your elders, think, and study well, and interact very closely with people. Listen to people who have experience. These are the things I can tell you. And if you are able to follow all this, I'm sure you will be a successful person. Even if you are not scored good marks, I'm sure you must have scored good marks, isn't it? In the exams?
When an average student.
That's okay. But you cannot be average like me. I was below average.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Two or three more questions. Yeah, Rishi. Rishi, now I sold only the lab. The lab was set up to develop new products. I have not sold the products. And that's still being marketed by the parent company. This lab is only one division of the division only has. So values are created. Research. You keep finding something new, there is a value for that. What is to be culture in Kerala for doing business? Maximum to take an agency. I don't know how many of you are from the business management. What's your part? Leadership. Good example. Now, when I wanted to form this company in 1987, I thought this might be to ask my I talked to my daughter, she was very small. She didn't seem to know anything about it. When I talked to my son, those days I used to stay in a rented house in Giririnagar. You know Giririnagar? So my son used to go to the start an agency in the evening. You can go carry your cash home. Then I keep talking about this to in different forums. So that is to be the only business people think of doing it. They never think of doing any construction or what do you call it, manufacturing business, because they thought that they have a problem and why you want to risk. Agency means no problem, you buy some material from somebody and sell. But product what we develop, it's just because the lab, 22,000 rupees investment in the lab, one chemist. That's a good 24 years back. That had turned out to be one of the best labs in South India. Even Maggi products were tested in the lab. And you might ask me why I sold that. Mainly because of my age. I want to retire. That's another thing I want to finish. Yeah, what are in the US? Because I never educated them. I never trained them to take over the company. I thought I'll not be successful in it. So they are both are in the US, settled down there. So slowly I thought I had some bank finance. I wanted to make this a debt-free company. So I am doing my passion. That's it. And I'm doing something like that. You understand now? So the products were developed in the lab and the products are still being marketed by the parent company. But the lab is sold. I'm still in the board. This is what I said, the soil substitute I was mentioning. You don't require soil to grow high value vegetables and fruits because there are getting soils. Now you can grow high value vegetables inside soil because this actually made it for UK. Naturally, they used to have a product called peat moss, which I thought one of these days if I get a chance I'll give a presentation to show you how that works. And you get about 30 to 40% more yield if you grow it that way. That's what we developed it out. Are you clear now? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, different. Tell me.
Sir, like Kiran had asked you, can you please explain more on why people don't start startups in India? And our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, has initiated, has given more opportunities to the people. He's encouraging people to start startups in the country. How has he promoted the starting of startups?
Different things are changing. That is the reason we are all here today. CI, Young India, all that we are promoting. Kerala is not a bad place to start business. Who said that? It's a mindset. People think that if they have a problem and the politicians won't allow you to work and all that, that's all in the past. That mindset has to be changed. There is opportunity. There are successful people working. You have heard about Pachose? Those who's beginning. I'm not an achiever like Pachose, but certainly in my area, my company, the agriculture, we are doing well. To be very frank, quite a few of my friends do not know what exactly I'm doing. Because nobody thought in agriculture there is opportunity like this. There's money like this. There is money. So don't ignore agriculture. Anybody wants to go for agriculture, they should go for agriculture and processing. And for your information, that is the best business you can do. Food processing. There's huge opportunity. We don't want any polluting industry in this state. Am I right? Right on. Yeah. One day if you want to see our places nearby, come around. What exactly we are doing. Soilless media and high-tech agriculture and all that. Yes. I'm so happy that you have questions. you are not feeling sleepy, isn't it?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Rajesh.
Yes.
I have a question. Recently, now all the generation, new generation, everyone wants to be either an engineer or a doctor. We know that there are many fields out there. But then why not
Huge opportunity here. I mean, my young friend, she wants to be a veterinary daughter. Did a veterinary from Australia. She's doing extremely well in Bangalore. Likewise, any profession for that matter. I mean, I feel I wanted to be an engineer. I'm talking about the 1963. Not bad. And I mean, I didn't neither I had the marks nor my father spent that sort of a capitation fee. But I feel that I'm not disappointed now. As an agricultural engineer, I can do something good. Today, I have about 300 people working in my company. We don't do much of advertisement because most of the products are exported. We have got factories in Pollachi. So don't think that only engineers and doctors can do well. Engineers and doctors also, if they don't think out of the box and keep working, they'll also fail. So don't worry, there are plenty of opportunities. Go whichever area you like, concentrate. Somebody wanted to ask. Yes.
May I ask another question?
Please, please. Good morning.
I told me that you told us that you want to go for engineering.
Yes.
But you said your passion is now in practical. I want to ask you what your life, when you started, tell us the plan, what track you want.
I could not get admission to that engineering college I told you. So I was forced to study agriculture. So there was no other go. So I happened to meet Dr. Varghese Kurian. Was an engineer, but never did an engineering job in his life. He developed. Today Amul, what you see is because of him. And he was the first person to develop cheese out of buffalo milk in the world. Great man, but refuses to speak Malayalam. Before he passed away, I happened to meet him in the Colombo airport. He was sitting in the business class lounge. I saw him sitting there. I was traveling in ordinary class. I asked that lady, can I go and meet him? He said yes. I went and met him. Naturally, he didn't recognize me. I asked him, sir, how come you are here in Colombo? Few years back. He said, Chandrika wanted me here. You know who is this Chandrika? Chandrika Kumarantunde. I said, sir, but you don't come to Kerala. You don't help us in developing dairy farms here. As a joke, he said, there are a lot of Malayalis in Kerala, that's why I go down. As a joke, he said. And today, in Ireland, if you go, there's a Dr. Varghese Kurian Road behind you. The Ramul Road is behind you. So if Dr. Varghese Kurian, an engineer, could do something very, very good in dairy farming, dairy production, milk production, then I thought there's no point in my trying all this. I lost opportunities. No, I developed interest in agriculture. That's it. Are you clear now? Excellent. Yes.
Can you explain more about the food processing and about the opportunity that are present in India today for food
Huge opportunity. You know, when you go back home in the evening, you are very hungry, isn't it? Isn't it? You have your lunch at 1 o'clock. By the time you go home, it will be about 5:30 or whatever. That's the maximum time you starve. Lunch to dinner. Alright? So, your mommy prepares some snacks for you. Okay. What's this? If you come up with a quality snack business, don't you think there will be a good demand for that? Somebody has already started investing 30 crores. There's a huge opportunity in developing food products. For your information, countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and even Sri Lanka is far ahead of India. Sri Lankans produce much better coconut products than they have done. So keep your eyes and ears open. See what's exactly the market requires. Funds are available, and people like us, they are prepared to guide you, help you, and tell you what are the mistakes what we have made. We'll tell you. We will not tell you do this, you will succeed. We'll tell you don't do this so that you will make mistakes. You will not have problems in succeeding. You understand? So there's a lot of opportunity. And now the food safety standards, FSSAI. Because the labeling and all that. And even export, there's a huge opportunity for exports of products. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ashwini.
Yes.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Very good.
And I got to wish him on his birthday. I actually literally shook his hand on his birthday.
Okay, very
and
good.
then 2 years back, when I was in 10th standard, I had a connection. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam had come to our school.
Which school?
I was in Solapur. It was Suyash. There was a school that he had come from
In Solapur.
So he had come here for inaugurating the anniversary of that school. So I got to hear from him about excellence and how to develop one individual for the nation. So,
Yeah,
and you said that you had the I want to ask you, what is that the one thing which you would want to instill in each and every one of us, which will an asset to the nation?
That photograph I have in my bedroom, my sitting room, in the office room. Abdul Kalam giving me the award. I'll tell you, great man. Great man. I met him only once, but the thing is, he was very serious. He didn't ask me, no nonsense person. He just wanted to know how this product would help in agriculture. Otherwise, we'll ask what about you got, you are coming from where and what not. Right? I tell you, great man. So, you are lucky that you could meet with him. And a lot of work has been done. Unfortunately, except that in Tumba, even in agriculture, for that matter, he Rashtrapati Bhavan Gardens, I think he was responsible for growing vegetables during his time. Now I think he has still done.
And he had actually told one of the main actors in Tamil Nadu, like to plant 1 million trees within the next 10 to 15 years.
He was a restless person. There was a delay between the first launch and the second launch of, and he had a way of, it's there in the Hindu today, you read. there's a way of criticizing the government or the people. This is the first launch time that tree was small, that plant was small. Now we see that tree is very tall. That means the second launch took a lot of time. He was a no-nonsense person. That's why. There are people, but nothing like Dr. Ambedkar.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Vivek, I'm happy that, exactly that, I'm so happy.
Good morning, sir.
Good
My name
morning.
is Kavya.
Kavya.
It is a known
What's your name?
Kavya. It is a known fact that vegetables grown at home is better than but with houses that have very limited space, how can agriculture?
You stay in an apartment.
No, I'm just asking in general. Because my father is very interested in
Technology. Even vertical gardens are there. In your balcony, you grow vegetables like this. In soilless media.
But sir, it's not sufficient enough to meet the requirements.
Everybody can start growing. We get about 2,000 tons of vegetables every day from other states. And CIP conducted a survey here for last 3 years back, I think. Almost 30 to 40% vegetables coming from other states is contaminated with high toxic pesticides. Total consumption of vegetables in Kerala is about 3,000 tons. That means almost about 1,300 crores of rupees we give it to other states every year. And if you have 10 bags of grow bags, that's sufficient for a small family vegetables consumption. Everybody thinks that way. There's huge opportunity. So all of a sudden you can't change, but certainly, gradually, my dream is that we will have Onam with our own vegetables one day.
Sir, I'm Neeraja. I want to ask you, from your experience, how will you distinguish Kalam as a president from Kalam as a human being?
Very difficult question, I'll tell you. He's a great human being, humble, and of course, even Vivek said, even today, people think that he is the president of India. He's making impact among Indians. Great man, great man. And to be very frank, people were criticizing when he became the president regarding his health. I heard. I can't eat. Amazing. I think he's a complete man. That's what I would like to tell.
Thank you, sir.
Last question? Yes. Vivek.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
Okay. I actually have I saw a video of Abdul Kalam once, him telling about a leader. Okay, it's like in 1979, ISRO launched his first rocket, first satellite. It was like its countdown started. APJ Abdul Kalam was a mission director, just a mission director. ISRO's director was somebody else. I forgot the name. Okay, it's like the rocket T minus 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Then at T minus 30 seconds, the computer showed an error. It's like there's a fuel leak, and the computer said do not launch the rocket and all. But there was a group of scientists behind Abdul Kalam. They were telling it's a small miscalculation. Launch the rockets. There's nothing to worry about. And Abdul Kalam, he said he narrated the story. He bypassed the system and set the rocket launch. Okay, the rocket launched at a certain altitude. It went into a spin, and he told his mission was to put the satellite in the orbit. Instead, he put in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, then he told immediately the whole nation was watching and all TV press conferences or press conferences. And he told the ISRO director, he told Kalam, you don't go for the press conference, I'll go. Then he went to the thing and he told, ladies and gentlemen, today we have failed, but there are opportunities, we will succeed. The next year, 1980, India launched the rocket. It was a huge success for India. Okay, and all. This time, the press conference, he told Abdul Kalam, you go for the press conference. So Abdul Kalam said, for leader, when there's a failure, the leader takes it up to himself. When there's a success, he gives to his people. And that's what a leader should be. I think we all heard that leaders are not born and made and all. Okay, my question is, you have met with Abdul Kalam and all. Do you think any qualities that make him different from other people, other leaders?
I'm a very committed person. No nonsense person. He's very committed. He had something in his mind and he wanted to achieve that. You know, he's not a politician. That's what the experience. As a politician, you know, suppose you take an award from a politician, he would say, send me a report and all that. I'm sure the moment he comes out of the, not generalizing, still, come out of the stage, he'll forget about it. This gentleman reminding his secretary and asking for the report. I mean, then I told him, sir, if you could come and see our factory in Pollachi. He said, gentlemen, I would like to come and see, but the thing is, I don't know whether protocol will permit me to do so. This is what he said. He wanted to come. I mean, I'll tell you, it's worth remembering him. I'll tell you, this day we should all keep remembering him, and at least 1% of his quality if he can adopt. That will be something. This country is a very different country altogether.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Shall we wrap it up? Any final question? One final question?
Yes.
There are 2-3 final questions.
Yes. Yeah, Vivek is okay. For me, it's okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Anirudh.
Yes, Anil.
Anirudh, sir.
Anirudh.
Yes, sir.
Anirudh. Okay.
We all know that Abdul Kalam, sir, was very much against corruption, yes. And he had very strong views against it. What I would like to know from you, sir, is what are your views on it? And we know generally people tell us on how to, you know, make a change in corruption, you know, by like not giving a bribe or things like that. But I would like to know from you, what can we do that can actually make an impact on a big scale? You know, something in a non-violent way, but what can actually make a big impact?
Anirudh, all of a sudden you can't change the system. Corruption is not only in India, in other countries also you have corruption. We do some business in Sri Lanka, there is corruption. We do business in some of the African countries, there's huge corruption. But in India, things are changing. Change is made by you and me. Now, you know, we want to have shortcuts. As per the transparent manner, we are not able to get things done. So you try to bribe. But I'm sure things are really changing. Comparing to other states, most of the other states I'm talking about, Kerala corruption is lower. I may not be able to see a corruption-free India because of my age. I'm sure you will get a chance to see.
Thank you, sir.
Mahatma Gandhi did a great thing to our country. So how do you, even Abdul Kalam did a great thing. So how do you compare with Mahatma Gandhi and Abdul Kalam?
Two great people. Mahatma Gandhi born into a reasonably wealthy family. He had enough money to get himself educated and he was employed as a barrister. Am I right? As a barrister in South Africa. Then came to India, responsible for the freedom, He's a totally different person. But now you cannot ask Mr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam to be like Gandhiji. Gandhiji's role was over. He got his independence. The Gandhiji's value wise, I think Dr. Abdul Kalam has adopted. And suppose Dr. Abdul Kalam behaved in the same manner as Gandhiji. That was not needed that time. We want development. In fact, that Abdul Kalam was responsible for developing India, because independence we already got it. Now we want a developed India, for which he was responsible for it. And we require more Abdul Kalams in our country. We may not have the same name, but certainly we can have the qualities of Abdul Kalam. One among you can be an Abdul Kalam's quality you can adopt. Why not? A chai wala is the Prime Minister today. Am I right?
Thank you, sir.
One last question from the lady.
Sir, my name is Kamya.
Yes, Kamya.
Sir, as we all know that our role model was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and you said you too have a role model. So who was your role model?
When I was in the college, Dr. Abdul Kalam was young, must have been studying somewhere. My role model was Varghese Kurian.
And what all did you learn from him?
I learned, I'll tell you, I wanted to do something for the country. But I could not reach his position. But at least in a small way, I could do something in agriculture in the state. I achieved that. I feel that I've achieved. That's the reason. Let me be very frank with you. I mean, now, after the sale of the company, one division of the company, I'm not there in the process of making more wealth to the company. I'm in the process of giving back to the society. To be very frank, today I have 2 Americans waiting for me. They wanted to have a meeting with me. I said, no, I'll meet them only in the afternoon. Very important people, because I'm sharing my experience with good students of Talkage. That's the reason.
So much, sir, for your time.
Can we wrap it up? Right. Thank you so much. I know a session of this nature, it's always difficult to wrap up, particularly after some degree of energy has been created. And Shivdas sir, thank you so much.
I must thank you. I'll tell you what happens. I'm not a big speaker. I'm not a great speaker. But I really enjoyed sharing my experience with you. Unless you react everywhere, not only me, you know, otherwise what will happen, you feel like you're talking to the wall. That some reaction has to come from me. Thank you very much. I had a great support. Because quite a few, I had an opportunity to address quite a few schools and colleges before. But I no hesitate to say this is one of the best. Thank you.
Fantastic. So I think we need a louder round of applause both for sir and for all of you here. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Let me invite our co-chair Akhilesh for the formal vote of thanks, or maybe I'll hand it over back to the team here. You can do the formal announcements.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. Now, I invite Ramya Miriam Alexander, Environment Chair YI, for the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, teachers, and my dear friends. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. Dreams are not those which come while we are sleeping, but dreams are those when you don't sleep before fulfilling them, says Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The Talkage YI Yuva has organized the Youth Dialogue Visioning for India today on 15th October 2015 at our school to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this great occasion. Good morning all. On behalf of Talkage Public School, let me thank the distinguished guests of the day, Vivek K. Govind, Chair Y.I. Kochi, and Mr. Shivadas B. Menon, past members of Kerala, who shared their views on the visioning for India. Thank you, sirs, for your inspiring speeches. Yes, we will surely adhere to keeping the vision that Kalamji has set for India. Thank you once again. Let me also appreciate Mr. Akhilesh Agarwal, Co-Chair Y.I. Kochi, for his gracious presence. Thank you, sir. May I take this opportunity to thank the Talkage management and our respected principal, Mr. N.M. George, Vice Principals, Mrs. Molly Matthew and Mrs. Meera Thomas, and also our headmistress, Mrs. Blessy Thomas, who have provided us with such an interesting and thought-provoking session. Thank you all. Let me extend my gratitude to our beloved teachers and the non-teaching staff for their help and wholehearted support rendered to conduct this program. My dear friends, let us envision our thoughts and dreams and work towards a common goal of making India the most developed nation. So, may we dream high, create a vision for India of their dreams and bring glory to the nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we finally wrap up, may I invite our co-chair Akhilesh to conclude.
Hi friends, I think the energy in this room need not be explained. It's really nice to see this kind of energy when you go for a function. Talkage has got a lot of old memories. When we were students, we used to come here very often to play hockey. This is a sport which has just started taking off 15-20 years back. So I've come to your school on numerous occasions. My brother happens to be the first batch of Talkage which was started. There were a bunch of 7 students, and that was the first batch of Talkage. So Talkage has got a lot of fond memories, and I'm really glad that we are all here together. The vote of thanks officially has already been done, but got to appreciate very few functions. When you go, you see that the interaction with the audience goes to such a level wherein you have to actually request for no more questions. So that just shows the involvement and the way you all love the talk by the Shivadas sir. And also I have to mention the way the entire program has been organized. So the team which has done this organizing has done a fantastic job. So that's all I would like to say. Thanks for all the support and keep up this energy all the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. While Abdul Kalam dreamt of New India with his many vision statements, he also encouraged students to dream big. And taking part in this YI Youth Dialogue Visioning for India, we are sure that we'll go ahead with our dreams, which will surely take India to greater heights. Now, please do rise for the national anthem.